What is going on, guys? Today we're at a meet, not really, it's a show, Misofresh. Yeah, we didn't bring our cars because mine isn't working right now, but I'm gonna go check out the cars, have a calm little day. Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm gonna be doing a voiceover for the next probably 8 minutes of clips shot here at Misofresh, just because the background music at the show was super loud and I'd get copyright strikes. So if you guys like these kind of videos, honestly, I'd prefer it this way. That way I'm not just yapping in the middle of a car show to myself and looking weird in front of everyone. But yeah, let me know. But yeah, first pit stop was the Born to Die building, so we can say hi to Carlos and all the homies. What's up, bro? How you doing?
Where they at, though?
What's up, bro? Oh my god.
Hey, cut that one.
So Carlos. Alright, first car is this blue EG hatch. I'm doing a voiceover because the music in the background was super loud and I'd get copyright strike for it. But yeah, it's got a turbo K series, Elgato manifold, VSKFs. I don't really gotta say much. People are gonna be like, oh, it's missing side trim. I could literally care less. It has full interior and an iPad radio, so 10 out of 10. Yo, what is going on, guys? We actually have a sponsor for today's video, and that sponsor is Foxwell. They have sent me their NT201 OBD2 scanner. And if you have a check engine light, the only way to check is with one of these. Some of you may be thinking, well, I could just buy the Bluetooth one for the same price. Those are great, but I find sometimes if my phone auto connects to my car, it won't like dual connect with the Bluetooth. So there's like a full standalone solution, doesn't require a phone. As you guys can see, I have the ignition on. This car actually does have a check engine light, so scroll through the menu here, go to the OBD2 scanner. So now that we're connected, we can actually read the code. So we can go read codes, stored codes. Unfortunately, this car has a bad O2 sensor, so it's throwing a P0421 code. It gives you a description of the code. But yeah, usually when I get the code, I can usually just put it into Google or ChatGPT and then figure out what to do from there. Yeah, many options here. You can read the codes, erase codes, there's live data, freeze frame, onboard monitor test, component test. It's honestly a really nice, simple, small OBD2 scanner. Put the link in the description down below. They're very affordable at $40, so can't really lose at that price. So anyways, thank you so much to Foxwell for sponsoring this video. Yeah, back to the video. Yeah, next up, I'm not really sure what I'm looking at. I think it's out of a Mustang. Correct me if I'm wrong, a Mustang V8. It's got the twin turbos with the 4 dumps out of the hood. Yeah, pulled up with the high horsepower car with just a roll bar. A little scary. I probably wouldn't street drive it. Actually, I definitely would. It's got the drag pack sticking out the stock fender. Really cool car. All right, next we got the boy Calvin pulled up with the S14 with the OEM Aero. He wrapped this car himself too, so super cool. Very like OEM plus stance build with the SR22. So yeah, I got nothing but love for Calvin and all his builds. We got another homie, Jay. I actually drifted with him with his 350Z, but he got the bagged R34 coupe in the background. Super sick car. Next we got an 8.6, got the wide body kit on it. Super cool. I think it's a Veris kit. I'm not really sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't really gotta say much here. Y'all already know. This is the dream, man. This thing's so sick. I love R35s. Next, we had this crazy LSX boosted E36. I don't even want to know how much power he's making. It's probably enough torque to rip the chassis apart. And next we have, I don't even know what this is. Someone told me it was an Audi. It's a wide body Audi. I have no idea what model. You guys in the comments can educate me. It looked really cool. Had like a custom diffuser, custom wing, I think. Really cool car. Yo, and next we got the Genesis plural, Genesi, whatever you guys want to call it, but we got the whole KTM scene over here. Someone that's into Japanese cars, JDM, and also someone who's Japanese. I gotta show some love to the Korean brethren. Haven't showed much love to them in the past, but trying to make up for it right now by showing y'all the lineup of like Stingers, Genesis, I think the Forte, I'm not really sure. All really cool cars though. Next, we got the Mark V Supra next to the R35 GTR, both bag quick mod from Devin. Got super interesting liveries on them. I personally am not a huge fan of liveries on non-drift cars, but once again, these aren't my cars. I don't have a wide body Supra, I can't afford it, so my opinion doesn't matter. Same thing goes for the R35 GTR, not my personal taste with the livery, but once again, he has the wide body R35 with all the titanium bits in the engine bay, and I don't. He has bread, I don't, so my opinion doesn't matter. Next, we have the C5 Corvette wrapped in the Red Bull livery. We have OG right here shooting a TikTok, probably for his grandson. But yeah, it's got the sleepy headlight mod, carbon fiber hood. Overall, really cool car. Next, we got the Evo 8. I think it's an Evo 8 or 9. I'm pretty sure it's an Evo 8, but yeah, super cool car. You guys flamed me last video for saying you can get one of these for under 20K in my last video. You guys were right. I apologize. The last time I checked on one of these, they were well under 20K 5 to 6 years ago. I don't know what happened, TikTok inflation, but yeah, these things are crazy priced now. Next, we got the white Supra on black wheels. So unoriginal, man. No, I'm just kidding. I have a white Supra on black wheels. But yeah, it really makes me miss mine. Some of me wishes that I bought mine stock like this, but then I remember that I got mine for a really good deal, the price of a stock one essentially, and they're so cookie cutter that if you guys are looking into these, try to get one for a good deal with like some bolt-ons already on it. Next, we got the Hondeezy on that spaceship fitment. I'm not even sure how many degrees of Camry is running. Probably, yes, a lot. Next, we got the G80. This is a really cool car. I really like the lasers. People don't like the new BMWs. This is probably a great daily. I've never ever driven one or been in one, but I've heard great things about them. Next, we got the California Asian Boy Starter Pack IS350 F Sport on bags. Typical. Yup, next we got some more Hondas, some more EG hatches. And some of you may be thinking, why is he showing so many Hondas? Because I like them. I think that they're really good cars. These ones are not your typical clapped out ones like mine was. Well, I didn't have an EG, but I had an Integra. Pretty clapped out. These ones are all shaved engine bay, got all the polished valve covers, ceramic coated headers, super clean builds, shaved engine bay, tucked wiring harness. And if you've never been in an old 90s Honda, I highly suggest you get a ride along in one or even buy one as a project car. They're very easy to work on and the parts are very cheap. Well, maybe not this one because that looks like it has like a built K series with ITBs, but the B series, D series, very cheap platform. Oh my god, next we got Treyway over here. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, it looks like they went with the all red theme. I'm gonna assume it's wrap because that's what I would do because I don't have the money for paint, but maybe they're all really rich friends and they all painted their cars the same color. Either way, these are all really clean builds. I love the VSKFs on the IS300, another IS300 on Chrome Astros, E46 M3 on the Apex wheels, all very clean builds. Next, we got a 350Z on the LXZ, super clean fitment. The G80, I think it's a competition, I'm not entirely sure. Next, oh my god. You guys cannot tell me these cars don't look good. And yes, it's a Honda. Okay, I know I'm glazing Hondas this video, but the Blitzo 3s on the NSX NA2, bro, clean. Lastly, I wanted to show off Carlos's building and build. He had the Slammed M4 and the Minervas and the T37s, both triple chrome, super clean build. Quick mog from Devin. I'm not really sure what he's doing. There are like no hose around. But yeah, all the cars in Born to Die or in this building were super clean, all on bags. I feel like Born to Die is low-key like a bagged Colt. You gotta be at least wheel defender. If there's any sort of gap, you can't be in the building. Super clean builds. I really appreciate stance. I know some people don't like it, but honestly, in order to get that kind of fitment and clean build, I mean, it takes some money and it takes some time, man. It's like an art, you know what I'm saying? You gotta perfect the art of fitment. All right, guys, we're out. That was fun. Cool event. There for like 2 hours. Got to see all the cars. That was cool. All right, guys, today we're fixing all of my past mistakes, aka Loctiting all of the caliper bolts, also rebleeding the entire system because currently it breaks, but there's definitely some air still left in the system, so we got to bleed it from the rear brakes first, and then finally the ABS module. All right, guys, so got all my brake bleeding stuff. Got these 17 mil right here. Just gonna loosen the brake caliper bolts, do it one by one. All right, guys, so I got the caliper bolt out. Oh, that was way too much. All right, guys, just got the thread locked bolt in on the top. Dan's helping me bleed the brakes, and he's telling me to torque the brake caliper bolts after, but first we gotta bleed the system because air in the brake system is bad. What does this thing do? All right, so we couldn't get a torque wrencher on the rear ones,
yeah,
but...
What are you torquing to?
Huh?
What are you torquing to?
I torqued them to spec, which is 28 to 38 foot-pounds of torque. I torqued them to approximately 40 to 50 foot-pounds of torque, just to make sure they don't fall at this time. The fronts, though, I'm actually gonna get a torque wrench on because the fronts, I feel like, are under more vibration and more load and more heat. There's a higher chance of them backing out from what I've heard, but No personal experience on that, but yeah, I've heard that they can back out and then shear, and then the brake caliper can fall off like downhill. So, all right, so Dan's got it all hooked up. He's got the brake line wrench, the flare nut wrench right there. He's got the hose into the ABS catcher thing.
Catcher?
Sorry, into the brake fluid catcher so we don't spill it everywhere and annihilate the street. Let me know when. On, touching, off. All right, guys, just use this torque wrench on all the caliper bolts right there. Everything has blue Loctite in it. Should be good to go. I'm gonna test it tomorrow just because it's kind of late right now. I don't want to wake my neighbors up, but yeah, I'm gonna park the car real quick and yeah, leave it for the night.
Not a whole lot of payoff for this character that we built up. Another great example, Minsu.
All right, guys, finally time to test the brakes. First, I gotta wash this thing because I literally haven't washed this thing in like over a week. All right, guys, I almost forgot before I took off. Never ever forget to torque your lug nuts. All right, now it's time to test drive it. All right, guys, gonna test out the brakes. They felt a little mushy at first, but as I'm heating them up more, they're feeling way, way better. So I'm not sure. Yeah, they're feeling just so much better as I'm like braking more and more. Oh, dude, so much. So I don't know what it is. Maybe there's like some grease on the pads or like, I don't know, on the rotors or something like that. But as I use them more, maybe it's like pumping the, I don't know. But it feels a lot better every single time I brake hard. So definitely at first I was a little concerned because it's a little bit mushy, but it's feeling a lot better. All right, guys, pulled up to Target to grab some groceries. I just got done with Target. Honestly, I had a list, but it was mentally in my head. I didn't write it down. I don't know if you guys do this when you go grocery shopping, but like you think about what you want during the day, and then when I actually go, I forget everything. This is why I always try to write down a list. But I got this oral mouthwash stuff, and then I got body soap because I need body soap. I just ran out. For the 2 to 3% of women that watch me, can y'all let me know if $10 is too much for body soap? Like, I feel like the price of body soap has gone up recently, and just because it's in this like nice bottle, I don't know. Oh man, dude, this car is so much fun. I'm not gonna lie, guys, like, I really love this car, but also at the same time, it's caused me some issues in the past. Some due to my own fault, and some not due to my own fault. I think the ones that make me the most mad are the ones that obviously aren't due to my own fault. But yeah, I feel like, I don't know, let me know if you guys want like a pros and cons of owning an R32 GTR, like a whole separate video, like everything to look out for, everything that I've dealt with this car, all the costs and maintenance and everything like that, because that's gonna take a cool like 20 to 30 minute video to dive into, you know what I'm saying? But I think the short answer is like, do you have the money to buy the car, and then do you have the money to not only maintain it but also modify it? Because I know a lot of y'all with like newer cars, all you've done is spend money on like oil changes, like brakes, like normal stuff, you know what I'm saying? But are you prepared for, with like an old car like this, to spend money on like water pumps, basically like reseal the entire motor, especially if it's never been resealed before? Just like stuff you wouldn't normally have to do on a new car, you know what I'm saying? And on top of that, all the modifications are like super taxed on these cars. But yeah, that being said, obviously it has its rewarding moments. It's just like, you kind of have to determine what you want, you know what I'm saying? Like, this car doesn't really make that good of a daily. It's especially when you have like a suspension on it, like coilovers and like arms and everything like that. I saw polyurethane bushings, but I mean on the roads you really feel it, you know what I'm saying? It's a homologated race car. Furthermore, if you go with a single turbo setup like I did, it's got like no low end here. Let me just show you guys real quick. Let me go into like second gear at like a low speed. So let's say I'm just driving around normally, right? I'm just driving on the street. I'm like, okay, let me accelerate back up to speed. This is full throttle, by the way. It takes a while to get up there, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, there's different turbocharger sizes you can go, but this is the most optimal. It's a Garrett G30 900. You guys can look it up. It's a pretty commonly used turbocharger. People either use this or the G35 900 or the G35 1050 if they're going for a little bit more power. But I'm right around like 500 wheels, so it's like a cool size turbo for a cool amount of power, you know what I'm saying? So I would have stuck with the twins if it was a street car. I feel like if you're taking on like a circuit or track, I really feel like the single turbo setup does benefit you more in that setting just because it generates less heat. The stock twin location just generates so much heat. What is going on, guys? If you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much. I'm currently in my workout clothes because I'm about to go to the gym because I'm trying to stay a healthy human being. But yeah, I finally fixed my brakes the correct way with blue Loctite with a torque wrench. So hopefully we don't have that incident again. I have personally never used Loctite on brake caliper bolts, but this experience has made me aware of that and I'm sharing it with you guys. So if you're ever doing your brake caliper bolts, it doesn't hurt to throw some blue Loctite on them. But yeah, let me know if you guys like the voiceover at the meets just because it's a lot easier for me to film that stuff because I'm not sitting there like, hey guys, today we got like this, you know what I'm saying, and like cutting everyone off at the show. When I film stuff in public, I try to be the least amount of a disturbance as possible, unless I'm in my car, but like, you know, if I'm filming around a show, around people and stuff like that, you know, and they're taking pictures of the cars, I don't like just like butting in and be like, hey guys, I'm a YouTuber, so I need to get this shot instead of, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be that guy. So, but yeah, once again, thank you guys so much for sticking to the end of the video. And we still do have merch available. I'll put the link in the description down below. Still got some circuit jackets available. With that, thank you for all the support, subscriptions, views, likes, merch, everything like that. See you guys in the next video. Peace.